Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Monday the 16th of March 2020. Thanks for joining me. I'm using the Dreams of Gaia Tarot for today's reading. Let's have a look at what the cards want you to be aware of. So I'm just going to shuffle the cards a couple of times and just set the intention. What is the day about? These readings are for all signs of the zodiac. They're for everyone who watches. So if you like these readings, then please subscribe and share them online. That'd be amazing. And Monday the 16th. Okay, come on. We have the Child, Heaven and Earth, 11, and the One of Air, so the Ace of Air. The Child, I think, may be the Fool. No, the Magician. And this 11th card, Heaven and Earth, is Justice. It's earthy though, because the triangle with the line through it is earth. Triangle without the line is water. Triangle upwards with a line through it is air. Triangle without a line through it is fire. So we've got a major arcana card, Justice. We've got another major arcana card, the Magician, the Child. And we have the Ace of Swords. Yeah, cute little baby sword there on his forehead. All right. So the Magician here is someone who's complete. She's got this ring around her. She's sent from heaven. And she's on this pillar of a ruin that is floating up. So she is the meeting point between the physical and the magical, the higher realm. She's the intermediary. She's able to create miracles. So she's like Jesus, basically. She can go and take 3 loaves or take these ruined columns and just take the ruins, throw them all together and rebuild the entire temple and make it look glorious and let flowers just spring out of the earth just by walking. She's got this little bird here. As soon as she comes into the world, what she creates feeds others. So you're the alpha and omega of your own life here today. We've got a circle in this card. We've got another circle here. We've got another circle here. There's a great sense of completion within you. And I'm interested that they've put this as the Child, because the Child, I mean, kids this age are completely innocent, aren't they? And they really still have that happiness and childlike delight and sense of wonder, because they also often bring it. I mean, the little baby is something miraculous and wondrous. And yeah, they are wondrous, so they give wondrous things to the world. And in this case, she has been transported down from the heavens. It's interesting that the next card is Heaven and Earth, because she's been beaming up, Scotty. She's been beamed down onto this broken pillar, which has floated up to meet her, like I said. And she's going to feed the world and make things more beautiful. So that's what your job is today. You have it in you. You have the resources within you to be of service to others, to nurture them either through food or spiritually or physically or emotionally. You have something within you today that's magical. And you're like a tube for the universe. Spiritual energy in, and flowers and temples being built in an earthy sense. So here we have Justice, Heaven and Earth, and what you put in, you get out. So we've got, he's half the green man here, and he's half a regular human being. So he's very, very earth-oriented. We've got a wolf, the Capricorn, a Steinbock, an owl. We've got a wolf there. We've got coins and money, everything that has to do with the realm of earth, cash and our bodies and nature and the wisdom of nature and the eye of nature. A lot of people say to me, I often ask in personal readings whether people have a spiritual practice or not. And a lot of people say to me, walking in nature. And I can relate to that, because for me, walking in nature opens some eye and I can see something, or my mind quietens so that I can hear and see certain things, which may have nothing to do with the earth, but it's just the conduit through which I'm able to open that eye, if you see what I mean. So what you put in, you get out, and today you're the magician. So you're creating something from nothing. So you're going to bring heaven down to earth. And the way you're going to do that is through your marvelous, glorious ideas. Dragon isn't some weak little lizard that you can ignore. If a dragon kind of makes a stop at your house, you have to take notice. And here, the dragon has, let's just say this is a circle that you can hold in the palm of your hand. Let's just say that could power the entire United States. You have the idea to create this ball of energy. It's like a mini sun. Came from your imagining. You took it and you worked on it for years, like the guy who did the light bulb, years and years. And you now bring it to completion. This idea is now finally this inspired thing, because remember, the Ace of Swords is a gift. So you're inspired. Either it's complete and it just walks into your head the way Harry Potter walked into the author's head, or it's something that you've been working on for a long time that you're able to complete today. So there's perfect balance between heaven and earth, feeling and thinking, and being and feeling something higher as well, feeling like you're safe and protected and you're not of this earth. You're above it, in a sense. You transcend the earth. Because yes, you are part earth, but you're part human, which is part divine. And this dragon is something mythical and divine. And it's the idea that gives you a lot of power in future, simply because you've created something that's very powerful. So basically today, listen to your inner voice, listen to your gut, make it happen, and you're going to create something exceptional, wonderful. And it's going to be an idea that has a lot of power associated with it. So this kind of reactor, which could provide electricity to the whole of the States or Europe or Australia or whatever, that would immediately change the world and bring pollution down. You would have this huge, powerful thing. I mean, people would pay endless amounts for that. And you'd also have detractors who'd try and destroy it, so that they'd have to keep doing it the old way and polluting the planet, you see. So it's a double-edged sword. All swords are. And that's why the suit of swords can often be seen as the one that's most negative, because the ego sits in our heads. And today we happen to get the good side of the sword, because it's not power for power's sake. A lot of people are very power hungry. A lot of people want to get back. A lot of people are treated badly in childhood, and they grow up to be monsters who say, I'm going to show all of them, and I'm going to have absolutely no compassion. I'm going to claw my way to the top, no matter who I hurt, who gets in my way, because I feel that I've been hurt and I'm entitled, and I'm going to claw my way to the top. That's not it today. It's about creating something that stems from you, but is independent and has a life of its own. This thing can be let go. He can open his claws and let it go. And it's something so powerful and valuable that stems from your head, that you can make, whether it's you write down an idea or a scientific formula, or you say the magic words in your relationship that the other person has always wanted to hear, or I can't say much more. It's the perfect balance between the spiritual world, and the physical world. And not only are you moldable, you're the child, the magician, who has infinite potential and is so giving in its nature. That child can become anything. It can become an emperor or a queen or whatever it wants to be, a politician. And that great idea just becomes complete in you. You accept it. You say, I take what I'm being given here. I recognize that this is some great idea. I'm going to do the best I can with it because that's my duty. When something amazing comes up, because these are opposites, you see, great idea coming up, and here it's take the great idea and put it down to planet Earth. And the only person who can do that is you in the middle. And you can only do that by using your inner child, not your big boss person your big boss persona who you've created on planet Earth to get by. The facade that you use to fool anyone. No, it's really what you truly want, and it's what your higher self wants from you. Have you ever considered that your life may not be yours? That you're just renting it? Have you ever considered that? That you're just part of a higher being, and that higher being wants to have a journey and experience through you. And you come here through several lives, and through you, this higher force feels. Have you ever considered that? If you haven't, consider it. And realize your own power. Number-wise, we have 1 and 11 is 12. 12 and 1 is 13. 1 and 3 is 4. 4 in Chinese is a very bad number because it sounds like death. Unfortunately, I made all my handles online, Gregory Scott 444, because to me 4 means stability, structure, and it means exactly this. It's taking guided action, spiritually guided action. And in this case, the spiritually guided action is really, really powerful. It's going to enrich your life. So take action today to really improve your physical circumstances, your financial circumstances. But the 4 means something positive to me in that sense. So you're doing the best thing you can because you're taking guidance that comes from your higher self or your inner child. And it's really authentic. That's the point. Something that's authentically you, that's part of your essence, that you're able to encapsulate in this thing that you're doing. And it's a wonderful, powerful idea. Yeah, that's what 4 means to me. But in Chinese, 4, it sounds like death. The number 4 sounds similar to the word for death. So thereby, the number 4 is not a good number in Chinese culture. So I've made a bit of a boo-boo there on my social media by doing Gregory Scott 444 all over the place. All right, so enjoy the stability that your ideas give you. It's as simple as that, and don't be afraid to take action. Have a lovely day. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on the book you're reading button to order your reading with me. Like I said earlier, if you liked the video, then please hit subscribe and share it online. And I'll speak to you tomorrow.